we see the United States Marine Corps putting out these kinds of social media and advertisements. Do you think that makes our military more likely to defeat our enemy? Mr. Rosendale, can you see this? A rainbow bullets on a helmet.
Anything that detracts from the mission, which is to protect our nation and make us the most effective fighting force on earth, is a distraction and a waste of money.
I would ask Mr. Davidson, I know you served in the armed forces, and Mr. James, I believe you did as well. I mean, do you see members, for example, here in the United States Air Force saluting the pride flag in social media? Is that, I think, beneficial to the cohesion of our United States military? Do you think that makes our military more effective and more likely to defeat our enemies?
Yeah, I actually have an amendment, the Old Glory amendment, that would require that the only flag flown on our installations is the United States flag. We don't need to be flying the pride flag. It's meant to divide. It's not meant to heal and unite. And frankly, it co-opts, God's symbol of the rainbow to promote an agenda hostile to that doctrine. So I don't think it brings people together. I think it divides people.
Hi, I'm Major Rachel Jones, and what Pride means to me is celebrating that diversity is our strength as a nation and as an army. Pride means something very special to me as a LGBTQ individual, and it's a chance to show everyone what we have to offer in terms of the diverse skill sets that we bring and the diverse ways of thinking we bring into the team to make everything work better.
Can you elaborate a little bit on how transgender reassignment surgery might impede battlefield readiness?
I will tell you this: as an individual who started out as a private and served for over 3 decades, there are many people that want to serve in many capacities who are unable to. If you're allergic to bee stings, if you have type 1 diabetes, though you might want to serve, you cannot. If you want to fly an F-16 but can't correct your vision appropriately, you cannot fly an F-16 or anything else. And so there are many people that want to serve. What this is about, what the military is about, is what the needs of the nation are from a national security standpoint. When they marry up with your desires, that's an awesome and great circumstance. But when they don't, the needs of the nation come first.
The Exceptional Family Member Program. My colleague, Mr. Norman, may want to address this, but that program was reserved so that if someone in the military had a family member with a unique heart ailment or something that required an intense medical treatment, that they could use that. And that pot of money was getting robbed for people to go get gender blockers and embrace radical gender theory.
First thing, you don't want people on the battlefield who are trying to decide if they're a man or a woman. Decide that before you go in. We want you to decide when you go in, you're going to protect and defend the freedoms of this country. That's what's lost. And when we don't have the money to fund our military, and we're going to fund it for transgenders, the 0.5 to 1% of the population, it doesn't make sense. As Scott and the others have said, it's crazy what's being done to this country now, and we're stopping it, and every one of these people behind me are willing to do that.
Is if you bring people in and you start this process, it takes months. It's months and months, well over a year before you go through the hormone transition, before you get the gender reassignment surgeries and all this done. During this entire time, these individuals are not deployable.